Welcome back everybody to the New Comic Book Day Wednesday. Today is the 52nd New Comic Book Day in a row for October 29th, man. So celebrating 1 year doing comic book videos seriously on YouTube. Let's talk about the haul, then we'll get into the rest of the comic book topics. We got two of them for you, but starting off, my pick of the week, the Absolute Batman Annual. Really excited about this. We got a story from Daniel Warren Johnson, one of my favorite comic book creators in the game right now. So really excited to get into that. We also have Batman and Robin Year 1, issue number 12, concluding this awesome series by Mark Waid and then Chris Samney on the art, Mateus Lopez on the coloring. It's just been a really great, sad to see it go, but when this comes out in a trade, don't miss out, dude. It's been one of my favorite Batman and Robin things ever. So yeah, definitely check that out. We also have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the annual for 2025. Excited about this, even if it doesn't have Juan Ferreira and Jason Aaron on the title on this annual either. We have to wait till next issue to get the new creative team, but that's all right, man. This will tide me over with some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the annual. Then we also have, last but not least, the Captain America number 4. This came out a couple weeks ago. My shop didn't have one in for me, so they had to order it. Got it in just now. Captain America number 4. I'm loving what Chip Zdarsky's doing so far with Valerio Schiti on the art. Really cool stuff. And then we also have the DC Connect and we have the Marvel preview. So maybe on a New Comic Book Weekly, the live show that I do every single Monday around 4 p.m., maybe we can flip through these and pick out some things to add to our pull list. And yeah, so that's what we have for the comic book haul. Like I was saying though, every single Wednesday New Comic Book Day video includes 2 other random topics. Today, I'm cleaning my comic book room, dude. So I've had comic book piles all over. So we're gonna get through, clean it, do a little bit of a before and an after. So if you guys wanna see the comic book room, a little bit of a room tour, definitely stay tuned. And then the last topic today, just me yapping in the woods, walking around, and talking about 1 year on YouTube, man. So that's the New Comic Book Day video for today, October 29th. That's the haul, and use the chapters down below to watch the rest of the topics, man. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you're picking up, what your pick of the week is, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week for New Comic Book Day 53. Thank you guys for watching. Today we're doing something that I've been meaning to do for a really long time. We're organizing the comic book room, man. I've had piles of comic books all around the comic book room, the office. It's time to take care of it, man. So hopefully you guys will see a little bit of a before and then a little bit of an after of my comic book room. And yeah, how it's looking in the after. A lot of things will be changing, man. So let me explain and show you guys what we're dealing with here. So I've had this comic book filing cabinet for a really long time. Those of you longtime fans are probably aware of it. Today, we're gonna be moving it from over here next to the window. We're gonna be moving it over here next to the door. So it might be, I don't know, might make it harder to enter through the door, but that's what we're gonna be doing. That way I can sort of get into the, closet a little bit easier and use the kind of bottom shelf to organize some things a little bit better. But this is what we're dealing with, dude. So we got piles of comic books over here from different unboxings. These are all of the different drawers of the filing cabinet. I've already gone ahead and sort of emptied them. This is just temporary. Hopefully once I move the filing cabinet, we can get those back in really quickly. And then on the main comic book desk, we got a ton of piles here. So a lot of these are from my Halloween comic book series where I've been recommending you guys some different comic books, horror comic books. So, we got 2 weeks over here, 1 week here. This was a full unboxing here. And this is a pile that's I've been meaning to, maybe make videos on for a long time. Never got around to it. So it's a pile I got to reorganize onto the different bookshelves that you guys have seen quite often, I'm sure. So that's kind of the plan, man. So we got all these comic books. We're going to be moving into the filing cabinet, hopefully getting the filing cabinet over there. And then we can sort of get into the closet a little bit easier to organize some of these things if need be, if they don't really kind of fit on the different bookshelves here. And yeah, hopefully be able to take care of the different piles here, just clean things up a little bit better. So hopefully you guys will see a little bit of an after I take care of all of this stuff. Ignore the hair, dude, all right? I know I need a haircut. Check this out, guys. It's a quick update. Oh, and also, shout out to Sunny Boy Comics, dude. Watching his Baltimore Comic-Con Day 1 video. I don't know if you'll see this video, dude, but I love Sunny Boy's videos. But yeah, let me show you guys a quick update. Moved the filing cabinet, and yeah, it was kind of the worst thing in the world. I had to crab walk it very slowly, right? But now we have a big open space. I'm liking it already, dude. It's already kind of brighter, more open. So I think this move is really smart and it's really gonna work for me, dude. So next step, get all of these comic books into the filing cabinet, back into it, and then we can start working on some of the collected editions and that sort of thing. I'm gonna have to go down in the basement and get some short boxes for some of these things here, and then some of those as well, and some things on this table. So that's the plan, man. But yeah, really liking the filing cabinet move over there. Really works out. Really quick update, I get this question all the time. So inside the comic book filing cabinet, you're gonna wanna buy, first off, you're gonna wanna make sure you get a legal size. I'm pretty sure that's the larger size. And what that's gonna allow you to do, excuse the squeak, but it allows you to have 2 rows of comic books. I think if you get a letter size, you're not able to do 2 full rows like this, but look how deep it goes, man. So a ton of comic books fit in this. And then let me show you guys how I use, different spacers to keep everything organized. So in this one, before I fill it up, I just wanted to show you guys 2 of the folds kind of broke and fell. So I'm gonna have to rebuild this at some point, but essentially all I have is a spacer running down the middle, and then you kind of box them off like that, right? So just using cardboard as a spacer. I guess ideally you'd want to use like foam or something, right? And cut everything nice and pretty, but for now we're using, cardboard, and it's working out pretty well. And then up here, right? So I have a ton of different action figure parts, right? So all the different unboxings that I've done over the, couple weeks and over the months, I've been using this thing to keep it organized, man. So in here, we got different drawers. We got 3 different spaces, so I can put 3 different action figure parts into that. So at some point today, we're also gonna be organizing all the different parts that I've gotten over the last couple months into this thing as well, to keep the action figure parts organized too. Just to give you guys a better look at the comic book filing cabinet, I kind of sticker bombed it. A lot of these stickers I was sent, or I've just kind of collected over the years. So that's kind of the, comic book filing cabinet, the way it looks. I'll show you guys the inside as well. So yeah, dude, we got the cardboard spacers. This on top, for example, is just a lot of my indie comic book series that aren't from Boom Studios and not from Image Comics. So stuff like Oni Press. I got the excellent Plague House, right? Then it gets into some Ghost Machine stuff. Also some Universal Monsters right there, as you guys can see. Then it gets into Ghost Machine, Rook Exodus, shout out, Redcoats, some of my Geiger single issues as well. Then it gets into, just for an example, it just gets into the Energon universe. So we got, the Void Rivals, we got Transformers, all the way down. And then in the back, we got some G.I. Joe stuff. So Destro, Cobra Commander, right? So that's kind of, an example of the comic book filing cabinet, one of the drawers you can find here. All right, so here's the finished product, guys. You saw the before, now check out the after, but ignore the stack of action figures, all right? I don't have a problem, you've got a problem, but check it out. Everything's in the closet, looking kind of messy. That's probably the next kind of step, right? So some other weekend, I'll take care of organizing this. A lot of this stuff I could probably bring down into the basement. Some of the stuff on top of the filing cabinet as well that can go in the basement. Just feeling lazy right now, but this is kind of the finished product, man. So over here, ton of different comic books over here. Over here, you guys know the background should be familiar to you guys. I forgot to put away this stack, that's all right. I'll get to that after I film this real quick. Just give you guys a quick look. Got some image compendiums, some image hardcovers over here. The different authors, Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips with some Jeff Lemire. We got some James Tynion IV down there. Give you guys a look at the Daily Bugle Lego kind of setup on top of this shelf. The action figures looking good as well. Haven't really changed much since the last time you guys probably saw this. Shout out to Elijah Wood. Longtime fans will know. I gotta uncover it so you can see Elijah Wood. Got the DC figures, the DC villains. Got some upgrades coming soon to this part of the shelf. Marvel heroes, Marvel villains. Yeah, dude, everything's looking pretty cool. I'll show you this as well because it's kind of clean right now. It's not really this clean. It's a cinnamon roll, all right? We got the morning coffee. Unboxed the Doctor Doom pretty recently. Got the Maximum Series Spider-Man. I keep that on my desk because I literally mess around with that all day, posing that guy, so that's fun. Got the Superman right there. And then over here, this is where I film my videos. So now we got a nice clean desk. Not a ton of comics on it, looking good. Might do something like moving the desk kind of diagonal or something, having a nicer background for when I do my videos. I'm not sure. haven't decided. But yeah, man, looking pretty nice and clean with the updated comic book room. Feel like it's way brighter in here, man. It's way open, more room for activities. Hey, Jerry, what do you think of the comic room now? Looking good? All right, guys. Well, listen, thanks for watching. If you made it through this kind of before and after comic book room, and yeah, stay tuned for more comic book videos. Thank you guys for watching and read more comics. Alrighty, guys, so I'm coming to you from the woods of Maine. Beautiful fall day here, walking Jerry the dog, as you guys can see, going on a nice walk. But I wanted to make a video quickly, just, I guess, kind of yapping, to be honest with you. It was about a year ago when I made my first new comic book day vlog, and I guess I just wanted to kind of talk about my journey so far on YouTube. And yeah, just doing it for a year, making comic book videos, dude. So obviously we're about to hit 4,000 subscribers. That's almost 5,000, which is almost halfway to 10K, the ultimate goal. And yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody who's spent any amount of time watching my videos, dude. So obviously every single Wednesday, I bring you guys a new comic book day video. And in that, it can include a bunch of random topics, man. So I'm really thankful that you guys give me the opportunity to just kind of yap about my interests. Like, hopefully it's helpful to you guys. Hopefully you get some comic book recommendations, or you know, you learn something about comic books, or you're kind of just made aware of different series that are coming out and that kind of thing. So yeah, dude, it's been a lot of fun making my big Wednesday videos. Been doing that for about a year now. So this is actually, as I'm filming it, filming this is going to be new comic book day 52. So yeah, full year doing new comic book day Wednesday videos for you guys. So in this, we're going to talk a little bit about the past, but I also want to talk a little bit about the future, kind of the future of the channel, how I see things going, right? So as far as the past, man, so you know, thanks to all of you guys' support. I mean, this isn't possible without viewer support from you guys, right? So because of that, I've been able to work with a lot of cool companies, given me a lot of cool opportunities. And like Wendy's sent me a package, right? They had a collaboration with DC. You know, a couple different companies sending me things to unbox. Or one time I got a deal with like a keyboard company, like they make keycaps. So yeah, man, just all this cool, amazing opportunities that I wouldn't have had otherwise, thanks to you guys showing me love, showing me support every single week. So I started making YouTube. I started focusing on YouTube once the TikTok ban was like kind of going through, right, when everybody was freaking out. And I was like, oh man, I gotta diversify a little bit and maybe make the jump over to YouTube. And prior to about a year ago, when I made my first ever new comic book day vlog, I was just reposting TikToks that I had made, right? So just reposting them on YouTube. Not really putting a ton of effort in, just kind of doing it the old lazy way. But yeah, ever since I you know, thought the ban might be coming through, I decided to focus harder on YouTube and came up with the idea of, well, I didn't come up with new comic book day vlogs. There was a ton of different YouTubers doing sort of the similar thing. You know, big inspiration like Speed Sultan, or Speed Sultan's probably the one that kind of started the wave of new comic book day vlogs. And yeah, dude, I kind of thought that, how do I differentiate myself from other people doing new comic book day vlogs? I thought of maybe just doing it like two or three random topics included with the new comic book day haul. And I thought that might be a good way to differentiate myself with other people just doing mainly vlog, or maybe they read one of the new single issue pickups, for example, right? So yeah, dude, every Wednesday I kind of look at it as like a, maybe it's kind of lame to say, but I picture it as like a comic book. You don't know exactly what kind of story you're going to be getting when you open up a new single issue. So I kind of looked at it like that. Like, you're always going to be getting a comic book haul, but then the 2 or 3 other random topics, they're just random, and I come up with literally like the day before, which causes me a ton of stress. But you know, it's a good kind of stress, you know, it's kind of a creative sort of stress. I try to do comic book reviews as well. We've now moved those from the Wednesday video, and I instead do those live on a new thing I'm starting called New Comic Book Weekly. That's every Monday around 4 p.m. We do comic book reviews, and then I pick like a random topic that I can discuss with you guys, with the live audience as well. And it allows me to go more in depth, or just kind of yap for longer. on a live rather than a kind of short video. You got to keep it nice and tight for YouTube. And then also we have a bunch of podcasts too. So my good buddy Comic Book Stash, Christian, we do Color Break. That's now on this channel. And that's been a ton of fun to do. I know that we're, maybe slacking a little bit, but we'll get back to it. We'll get in a groove again. Always love talking to Christian about comic books and movies. I have Kai Bucks on the channel a lot nowadays. You guys know the top 10 lists with Kai are a ton of fun to do. We have a lot of other cool ideas, me and Kai. So a lot of those we'll be doing on New Comic Book Day Weekly, doing those live as well. And then recently I started up a video game podcast with my buddy Lorenzo, because I'm falling back into love with kind of just video games and the video game hobby. So that's been a lot of fun as well. And I guess just going forward, I think I've hit kind of a, like a flow state kind of thing, right? Like I think every Wednesday bringing you guys the haul with 2 random topics. I think that's kind of a good formula that I'm kind of happy with, and we'll see how that works out. Of course, I post those segments throughout the week after New Comic Book Day. And then every Monday, we're going to be doing New Comic Book Weekly, where I pick a kind of a bigger topic so I can discuss it with you guys. And also we do some comic book reviews as well. And planning on having a ton of guests on New Comic Book Weekly whenever possible. Give you guys a little bit of a tease, near mint condition, which, huge shout out to Omar. I've been able to become friends with him over the last year. That's another big thing that's only possible because of your guys' support here on the YouTube. Omar reaching out and talking back and forth, and hanging out in person at C2E2, the comic book convention as well. So Omar, a good friend of mine now. That's only possible because of your guys' YouTube support, man. But I guess I just wanted to say, just overall, just thank you guys for all the love and support here on the YouTube. As we're closing in on 5K, as we're closing in on 10K eventually, probably the end of next year, I'm kind of guessing. It'll probably be around this time next year that I'll be hitting 10K, so that should be pretty cool. And man, I guess just right now, I'm just trying to figure out, I think on the content side, I think I'm good. Obviously figuring out how to make better videos is always a process, right? But I think right now I'm trying to do like thumbnails and better titles and that sort of thing. That's kind of the step I'm on right now. So having a ton of fun on this YouTube journey. Thank you guys for joining me for, any bit of it that you guys are joining me. Comic books changed my life, and then making comic book YouTube videos that also changed my life again, man, for the better. So I guess if you're out there and you're a comic book reader and you have an idea of maybe starting content, I say go for it, man. I'm having a ton of fun making comic book videos, sharing my kind of passion with the world. And I'd say that if you have kind of similar goals or similar feelings, I say go for it. Obviously, it is a grind. It is stressful from time to time, but it's really cool kind of building up this community and talking with comic books with you guys every single day. So I don't know what the point of this video is. I guess it was just kind of to yap and thank you guys for 1 year on YouTube, all the success that I've, I'm not like the biggest YouTuber in the world, but just the amount of success I've had is all thanks to you guys watching and liking and commenting and hyping and all that stuff, man. So thank you guys for watching yet another video. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for watching, and read more comics.